Hello, everybody, and welcome to United Realm. I'm Ashwin Kumar, and this is your Manchester United versus Arsenal match preview. And we've got quite a lot to discuss today. Result against Sheffield United yesterday, the embarrassing defeat against bottom of the table, basically. And all, of course, we're going to talk about the big game on Saturday against Arsenal as well. A couple of transfer news as well. So. Yeah, let's start off with the Sheffield United game. Well, disappointing. It was an awful performance. The way we absolutely didn't show up. We were very complacent. The players were probably thinking that the job was done, that they had already won the match before they stepped onto the field, because it wasn't just one individual player who had a bad game. Most of the players had a bad game, and it was very, very disappointing. And yeah, that result has blown the confidence and belief of many United fans as well all over the world. Look, we lost yesterday after 13 games, and I would want to stay on the positive side. I believe that the team will bounce back, so I prefer to be the on the positive side. We've lost a game after 13 games, and I'm sure most of the clubs in the league would take that. To be honest, even Liverpool, if you offer them 13 games unbeaten and then a defeat, then I think even in the current form they're going, Liverpool would take it, Chelsea, of course, Arsenal would take it, Spurs would take it. So it's not the end of the world that we lost, but yeah, it's not acceptable as well. Losing to Sheffield United, we could have won that game and gone to the top of the table, and we are playing against a team who hardly won any games in the league. They're last in the table, and they've hardly even scored goals. And yeah, it was very frustrating and very disappointing. But we've not got too much time to dwell on it. We've got to move on, because now we've got a massive game against Arsenal. And look, even if we would have won against Sheffield United, this game against Arsenal would have been massive, because Arsenal have got a good record against us in the recent years, especially under Mikel Arteta. He has got over Solskjaer's tactics. So it's at Emirates. One thing is that we are almost unbeaten in a calendar. We are unbeaten in a calendar year away from home. So that's a positive going into that game. And we need to move on from that defeat against Sheffield United. Yes, it was disappointing, but it's not the end of the world. Man City are first in the league right now. They've got a game in hand as well. So, and they play Sheffield, so they're basically 4 points ahead of us now. So look, if we lose this game against Arsenal, it's a win. It's a do or die, basically a do or die for both the teams, because if Arsenal lose this, then their top four ambitions will be very, very difficult for them, because if they lose against us tomorrow, then we'll be 13 points above Arsenal. And if we lose, then it's very evident that Man City will run away with the title. So we've got to go and get that win. Both the teams need to win. It's away, it's at Emirates. Our away record is really good. We haven't lost in like 13-14 games. So yeah, we have to be confident, and we will get down to the tactics and stuff. But that performance against Sheffield United, and look, yes, everyone was disappointed and angry with the performance and with the result. It's not acceptable losing against Sheffield United, but the racial abuse a few of our players have received, especially they are from the United fans, and we know that for a fact. Axel Tuanzebe has been racially abused, and so has Anthony Martial, and that's not acceptable. Look, constructive criticism is acceptable, because these players who are playing, firstly, you're playing for Manchester United. It's one of the biggest clubs in the world, and any player, any manager, be it anyone who is playing for that club, will get criticized if they don't perform, be it the manager or be it the players. And look, like I said, constructive criticism is acceptable and understandable, because football is a religion to many people, but at the end of the day, it's an entertainment business, and they get paid to entertain us. So if they don't do well, we have got the rights to criticize, because we know that they have got more into it. If I'm criticizing, suppose if I criticize Marcus Rashford, I'm not like going personally into his criticism. I'm basically talking about that he didn't play well in this particular match, and I have the faith in Rashford as an example, that he's got the potential to go to the next level. So you criticize people, you get criticism everywhere. So you criticize people so that they can get better than that. But the abuse and racial abuse is absolutely not acceptable, and that's disgusting. So United against racism. That's the hashtag now. And look, whoever is doing that, they need to be caught hold of and punished because it's a crime. So yeah, let's not dwell on that much. Let's move away from the Sheffield United game because we've got a massive game against Arsenal, like I said, and Arsenal they beat us at Old Trafford 1-0, Aubameyang penalty. But now things are a little different. We have been superb since that result, and I think the only defeat was in the league was against Sheffield United yesterday. Since that Arsenal defeat, we didn't lose any game, and then we lost yesterday against Sheffield. So, and on the other hand, you look at Arsenal, they had a poor start, but now they are building a little momentum and are in pretty decent form and pretty good form. Look at you've got Saka, they've got threats as well. Maybe Aubameyang might not play. He's got some personal issues, but if he plays, of course, he is a threat. Lacazette is playing a little decent. Saka is a threat. Tierney is a threat. They've signed Martin Odegaard from Real Madrid on loan, so he's a very exciting player as well. I'm not too sure if he'll start, but he might be on the bench. And then they've got Thomas Partey. They've got a decent center. They've got good partnership at the back going as well. They've got some 4 or 5 clean sheets or something like that in the league. So back to back, so they are in pretty decent form, and Arteta has got the better of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the past as well. We have struggled against Arsenal in the recent few years, so it's a big test. And if we lose this, then you can say goodbye to the title. Then the title race is basically over because you cannot lose. You cannot be 6 points, or you cannot drop 6 points with City already having a game in hand, and they are 1 point above us. So that should be curtains if we lose it. But I'm going to stay positive, and look, it's going to be a very interesting match because both the teams need to win. Like I said, might end up in a draw, but we need to bounce back. Look, under Solskjaer, since Solskjaer has come in, we have seen runs. We have seen a run of really good form or a run of really bad form. We were in an exceptional run of form, winning almost everything, looking unbeatable, beating Liverpool in the FA Cup, but then you go and lose to Sheffield United at Old Trafford. Very disappointing, but look, it's now a test for the players and the manager if they can bounce back, because we need to make sure that there is no run of poor form. We need to continue winning games. Yes, this might be a blip, but you need to move on and get the result, because the next 3 games are very crucial. We play Arsenal away from home, and then we've got Southampton and Everton at home. So the next 3 games are very difficult, and we need to make sure we don't lose any and probably go and win at least 2 of them. So yeah, let's get into the predicted lineup. So this team is my predicted lineup. A lot of critics were there for David De Gea, but to be honest, could De Gea have done a little better? Look, for the first goal which we conceded yesterday, I think it's a foul. So I'm not going to blame De Gea for that. I think it was definitely a foul on De Gea, and it was ridiculous decision by the referee, and especially considering on the other hand they gave a foul for Harry Maguire. That was absolutely ridiculous. So I'm going to stick with David De Gea. Aaron Wan-Bissaka will be the right back. The centre backs will be important. Axel Tuanzebe had a horror show yesterday. I think Lindelof will be back. Eric Bailly might not be fit, and I think Lindelof will play. So Lindelof and Harry Maguire will be the centre backs. Luke Shaw will come back into the team. He was missed yesterday, and he has been, to be honest, this season especially, he had a poor start, but after that this season he has been exceptional. Luke Shaw, he has been the best left back in the league. He has been better than Robertson as well, and I'm going to tell it to you here that Luke Shaw has been the best left back in the league this season. So Luke Shaw will play as the left back. That will be the defense. The midfield is going to be very crucial, because if we don't pick the right players in the midfield, we'll probably lose, because then Thomas Partey, they've got Partey there, they've got probably Ceballos or Xhaka or someone, they'll win the midfield battle. And if we lose the midfield battle, then we'll lose the game. Matic was horrible. He won't be in the starting lineup, no doubt. I would personally play Pogba and Fred. Pogba will definitely start, and I think Fred deserves to start as well. He will start. I'm 90% sure Fred will start. We missed him against Sheffield. That energy which he brings. So Fred will start. But having said that, I think Solskjaer will go with McTominay and Fred in the holding position, and Fernandes will play above them. And I think Pogba will be shifted to the right or the left wing. I don't think that's the right decision, because Pogba's best position is in the deep line midfield. because then he's got that diagonal over the top pass. He can't do that with the right because he's got no options. The only long pass he can do from the right is switch the play to the left, and that's limiting Paul Pogba, and I don't think that's gonna work, to be honest. So I would play Pogba and Fred along with Bruno Fernandes in the midfield, but I think Solskjaer will look to accommodate McTominay and Fred in the midfield, which I don't think is the right decision. And the front three, Marcus Rashford on the left, Edinson Cavani has to start. Anthony Martial was abysmal. He was a disgrace yesterday. He looked very disinterested. It was probably his worst performance in a Manchester United shirt, and he cannot start. If we had options, to be honest, then Martial shouldn't even be on the squad. He shouldn't even be on the bench, but we have got no option. So Martial will be on the bench. Cavani has to start, and right wing Mason Greenwood. Like I said, we don't really have too many options to pick from. So that will be my predicted lineup. The midfield, I'm pretty sure that will be the team except the midfield. I think he will pick McTominay and Fred and shift Pogba to the right wing. But I would stick with Fred and Pogba and play Mason Greenwood on the right wing. So that's my predicted lineup. Massive game coming up against Arsenal. And a quick transfer update as well. We're not going to sign anyone in the January transfer window. That's one of the update, and that's awful. That's a terrible. The board haven't backed Solskjaer. We know that they didn't back him in the summer transfer window, and now again they're not backing him. And every time we in the transfer window, we keep hearing stories about the next transfer window. Even in the last transfer window, when you go and have look at the articles, you'll hear about this January transfer window that we will do business in January, but we didn't do it again. And now we're hearing that we'll do it in the next in the summer transfer window, and that's absolutely ridiculous. The way Solskjaer and the team have stepped up and achieved what they've achieved, or in the position we are in right now, the board have nothing to do with that. They didn't back him. It's all credits to Solskjaer and the team. But now they've got to step up and bounce back after this horrible defeat against Sheffield United. And the other transfer window is Jesse Lingard looks set to go. Looks like he will be on his way on loan to West Ham United. I personally think that's a good decision, and that's good for his career as well, because he might not walk straight into the team. I don't think he will, but he will go onto the bench, which is better than going because he's not even getting on our bench. So he can go to West Ham. I think that will be a good move for him. He'll start off on the bench, then he has to work his way out. And I would keep an eye on him. I would be excited. I think Lingard deserves it. We all like Jesse Lingard, and I think he deserves this move away. And and then he can go on loan to West Ham, and then in the summer maybe move on to whichever club he wants. So yeah, that's about it. This is my predicted lineup, and a massive game against Arsenal. We have to go and bounce back and go and win, because if we lose or if we draw, then we're out of the title race, because the gaps in the top 5, top 6 is very, very close. So a couple of losses and we might be out of even top 4. So the race is packed. It's going to be very interesting. I'm backing the boys to step up and to bounce back. I wouldn't expect us to go and win 3 or 4-0, but I think we can go. Look, we're not going to go and play attacking football. We're not going to go and shut them or something and show the world or something. That's not going to happen. We know that. It's going to be a conservative game, I think, from both the sides. Both the sides will try not to lose the game. And I think it might be a dodgy 1-0 or something like that. So my prediction, I think it will be a draw. I think it will be a 1-1 draw to between Manchester United and Arsenal. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Like I said, there's no room for racism anywhere in the world. We've got to move on from that. So yeah, make sure you guys smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and ring that bell icon so that you get the channel notification and updates. And make sure you guys also follow us on Instagram and on Twitter at United Realm TV. The links will be down in the description box below. And thanks for watching. I'll speak to you all soon. Hopefully United go and get the win. Peace.